Hello everyone! Welcome to Teacher Frel TV! Our subject for today is English 4, Quarter 3, Week 4, MELC-BASED. Let's learn about identifying main ideas, key sentences, and supporting details. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to identify the main idea, key sentences, and supporting details from the text. Hello kids! Today, we are going to learn about identifying the main idea, key sentence, and supporting details from the text. Finding the main idea is one of the most challenging reading strategies to teach because we do not only have to comprehend the passage, but we also have to figure out which information is the most important without getting sidetracked in the details. The ability to identify the main idea in text is a key in reading comprehension skills. It also helps in remembering text to understand the purpose of the author and to determine the importance and meanings of the entire text. Every story, passage, or paragraph has a main idea, key sentence, and supporting details. What is main idea? The main idea tells what the story, poem, or paragraph is all about. It is also called the big idea and the most important thought about the topic. The topic is the person, place, thing, or idea being talked about. What is a key sentence means? A key sentence is the sentence directly stated from the paragraph that expresses the main idea or topic of the paragraph, story, or poem. It can be found at the beginning, middle, or last sentence of the paragraph. But generally, it appears at the beginning of the paragraph. It is often the paragraph's very first sentence. What is a supporting details means? Supporting details or small ideas tell more about the main idea. They give the important details that explain, prove, and describe the main idea for better understanding. And now, read the passage below and answer the questions that follow. Notice the underlined sentences. There are some healthy practices which we can follow to protect ourselves from COVID-19. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or use a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol to kill germs and bacteria. Keep your distance from people by at least 6 feet if you are out in public to avoid droplets from an infected person. Cover your nose and mouth with a tissue or sneeze into your elbow to reduce the ejection of droplets into the environment. Also, frequently clean and disinfect touch surfaces. What is talked about in the passage? Very good! The passage is all about some healthy practices which we can follow to protect ourselves from COVID-19. What do you think is the main idea of this passage? Very good! The main idea of this passage is about some healthy practices to protect us from COVID-19. What are the healthy practices mentioned in the passage to protect ourselves from COVID-19? Very good! These are washing our hands often with soap and water, use a hand sanitizer, keep distance from people by at least 6 feet, cover your nose and mouth with a tissue when sneezing, and frequently clean and disinfect touch surfaces. I'll show you a graphic organizer. So the main idea of the passage is health practices to protect us from COVID-19. And then next, the key sentence is, there are some healthy practices which can follow to protect ourselves from COVID-19. And the supporting details are, first supporting details, wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or use a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol to kill germs. The second supporting details is, keep your distance by people by at least 6 feet if you are out in public to avoid droplets from an infected person. Supporting details number 3 is, cover your nose and mouth with a tissue or sneeze into your elbow to reduce the ejection of droplets into the environment. And supporting details number 4 is, also, frequently clean and disinfect touch surfaces. And now, let's do our first activity, learning task 1. Read the paragraphs carefully and answer the questions below. Do this in your notebook. So letter A, the paragraph is, arithmetic is a science involving numbers. Its name comes from the Greek word arithmetikos, meaning reckoning. It all began when people used their figures for counting, which were called digits, from the Latin word meaning figure. The ancient Babylonians, who gauged notches in clay tablets, recorded numbers. The first question is, what is the main idea of the text? Very good. So the main idea is arithmetic. Question number 2. What sentence gives the main idea about arithmetic? Correct. The sentence that gives the main idea about arithmetic is, arithmetic is a science involving numbers. You will see this at the beginning of the paragraph. And for the third question, what details tell about arithmetic? So the first supporting details is this. Its name comes from the Greek word arithmetikos, meaning reckoning. The second supporting detail is this. It all began when people used their figures for counting, which were called digits, from the Latin word meaning figure. And the third supporting detail is this. The ancient Babylonians, who gauged notches in clay tablets, recorded numbers. Letter B. Pollution is one of our big problems. The ocean becomes polluted because people throw their garbage into it. Some factories had a greater contribution when it gives out smoke and dust that makes the air dirty. For the first question, what is the main idea of the text? Pollution. Number 2, what is the key sentence of the text? Very good. The key sentence of the text is at the beginning of this passage. This. Pollution is one of our big problems. Number 3, what details or information support your main idea? The first detail is, the oceans becomes polluted because people throw their garbage into it. The second supporting detail is this. Some factories had a greater contribution when it gives out smoke and dust that makes the air dirty. And number 4 question, how is our health affected by these pollutions? Very good. Our health affected by these pollutions through the smoke and dust that makes the air dirty. For our second activity, learning task 2, read the paragraphs below. Identify the main idea and supporting details in each stanza and write them on the graphic organizer. Do this in your notebook. Here is the first paragraph. A botanist learns much about life through his studies of plants. To him, a plant is something to work on with. He sees a plant as a thing of wonder. The botanist learns about the growth in living things. He discovers diseases that attack man. The study of plants may someday tell us much about ourselves. So here is the graphic organizer. The main idea on this paragraph is, a botanist learns much about life through his studies of plants. The first supporting detail is, to him, a plant is something to work on with. The second supporting detail is, he sees a plant as a thing of wonder. The third supporting detail is, the botanist learns about growth in living things. The fourth supporting detail is, he discovers diseases that attack man. And the fifth supporting detail is, the study of plants someday tell us much about ourselves. Second paragraph. The oil crisis has become a worldwide problem. It has crippled the progress of many nations. Japan and the United States were not spared from this. Everybody is concerned with energy conservation. Wells are being dug for prospects of oil. Prices of oil and other oil products are soaring. So here is the graphic organizer. For the main idea, the oil crisis has become a worldwide problem. The first supporting detail is, it has crippled progress of many nations. The second supporting detail is, Japan and United States were not spared from this. The third supporting detail is, everybody is concerned with energy conservation. The fourth supporting detail is, wells are being dug for prospects of oil. And the fifth supporting detail is, prices of oil and other oil products are soaring. So these are the supporting details. There are 5 supporting details in this paragraph and 1 main idea. And for learning task 3, for letter A, read the paragraph and answer the questions that follow. Write the letter of the correct answer in your notebook. Birds are very light. Their bones are hollow. They have thin skulls. Their bones are light too. Even the bones of their skull are almost weightless. That is why birds can fly. Number 1. What are talked about in every sentence? A. Birds. B. Bones. C. Skulls. Or D. Heads. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter A. Birds. Number 2. What does the whole paragraph say about the birds? A. Birds are heavy. B. Birds have bones. C. Birds are very light. Or D. Birds have thin skulls. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter C. Birds are very light. Number 3. Which sentences give details about the paragraph? A. First sentence. B. First and second sentences. C. Second up to 6 sentences. Or letter D. First to third sentences. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter C. Second to 6 sentences. Number 4. What do you call this sentence? Birds are very light. A. Conclusion. B. Key sentence. C. Heading sentence. Or D. Summary sentence. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter B. Key sentence. And number 5. In the given passage, where is the key sentence found? A. End. B. Middle. C. Beginning. Or D. Second sentence. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is Letter C. Beginning. Letter B. Below are paragraphs with numbered sentences. Complete the sentences for the main idea and then identify the numbers that tell the key sentence and the supporting details. Write the numbers on the blank. Number 1. Fruit trees like the mango, the lanzones, the chicos, and the avocados give us fruits. Some plants give us nuts. Some plants give us rice and vegetables. We get most of our foods from the plants and trees. Let's see the main idea. The passage is about... Very good! Foods from plants and trees. The key sentence is... Number 4. We get most of our foods from plants and trees. The supporting details are... Number 1, 2, and 3. Number 2. Our country has vast seas and fishing grounds. We have forests that abound in lumber and wild game. We have mineral deposits. We abound in plant life. Our country is truly blessed with natural resources. Main idea. The passage is about our country with natural resources. The key sentence is Number 5. Our country is truly blessed with natural resources. And the supporting details are Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for number 3, man uses stars as religious symbols. A Christmas tree is incomplete without a bright star on its top. The Star of Bethlehem has come to be the symbol of Christianity. The six-pointed star, or the Star of David, as it is called, has been the symbol of the Jewish faith for thousands of years. So the main idea is, the passage is about man uses stars as religious symbols. The key sentence is Number 1. Man uses stars as religious symbols. And the supporting details are numbers 2, 3, and 4. Remember, every story, passage, or paragraph has a main idea, key sentence, and supporting details. The main idea tells what the story, poem, or paragraph is all about. It is also called the big idea and the most important thought about the topic. The topic is the person, place, thing, or idea being talked about. A key sentence is the sentence directly stated from the paragraph that expresses the main idea or topic of the paragraph, story, or poem. It can be found at the beginning, middle, or last sentence of the paragraph. But generally, it appears at the beginning of the paragraph. It is often the paragraph's very first sentence. While the supporting details or small ideas tell more about the main idea. They give the important details that explain, prove, and describe the main idea for better understanding. So kids, did you understand our lesson today? Wow! Good job! Kids, I hope you learned a lot from this lesson. Until our next topic, bye-bye kids! Thanks for watching!